Today I'm going to show you a quick demo of how we're going to use the WAF, the Web Application Firewall, to protect the WeChat API. Right, so first of all, let me just quickly show you that how I'm going to send a message from my personal account to the official accounts, which is the test chatting 123 that is also created by me. So over here, what I'm going to do is going to send, for example, hello, right, to the official account, and then I'm going to receive the message. Set acknowledge a message hello. So basically how it works on the back end is I have a defined logic that is on the serverless functions that are residing on the Tencent cloud. So to build that, actually I leverage the CI tool, which is the Git action. So based on that, I run the YAML file, I built the Docker image, and I'm going to push to the Docker repository on the Tencent cloud. Right, and then the service function is built based on the Docker image on the Docker repository. So basically this is the entire CI flow. So let me just quickly show you how the code looks like. So basically this is the YAML file. So where I define how I'm going to log in to the repository, how I'm going to build the Docker image, as well as pushing the Docker image to the repository. And from here, right, is the Docker file. So the application is written in Go. So over here, I need to basically define what dependency and the modules is required. So basically, that's the main purpose of having this Docker file, as well as which port the serverless function is going to listen to. For example, port 9000, and then is the functions over here, right? So the code. So over here, the main function of this particular application is to add the prefix, right, to whatever message they receive, which is the set acknowledge message, right? So with that at hand, I'm going to, for example, run the workflow. Basically, is to commit that. So you will see that the past build history. So over here I have logging to the repository, logging to the registry, and then I'm going to build the Docker image, and then I'm going to output it, and this is the complete of the job, right? So basically this is the entire CI flow, right? So regarding how the application works is over here, right? I, as a user, send a message to the public accounts, and the public account that is run on the Tencent WeChat platform. So we're going to process the message and wrap the message, for example, hello, inside the XML file that is also inside the HTTP post body that will be sent along with the post request to the service functions over here. However, in front of it, I define the API gateway as a trigger, and also in front of it, I have a WAF, right, to protect it. So basically, the WAF, once it receives the HTTP post request, I'm going to relay it to the API gateway and then to the service function. And service function is going to process it, add the prefix to the reply message, which is the set acknowledge a message, and then send all the way back to the user. So this is entire flow. Let me show you how it looks on the back end. So I, as a user, I send the message to this particular WeChat platform, right? So from here, from the WeChat platform, they're going to send the HTTP or the REST API request to this particular URL I defined. So this URL is also defined over here. Let me just quickly show you. Okay, the defense settings. So I have this particular domain name that is mapped to the C names over here, right? So later I'm going to set some custom rules, but over here just for the purpose of explaining the flow. So this is the same C name. That will be interacting with the API gateways over here, right? So this is the API gateway, and it has its own access pass, and then the API gateway serves as a trigger to the service functions over here, right? And then the service function is built based on this Docker image that I created by using the CI or Git action. So basically that explains the entire flow. So over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a custom rule on the WAF to show you that actually the WAF can basically do some manipulation of the request, or you can just block the request based on certain purpose or certain needs. So over here we're going to, for example, as long as the header size is, for example, bigger than 1, or contains the integer that's more than 1, and I'm going to block that, right? So I'm going to switch it on, and it's completed, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to send a message again, right? So literally, I mean, the WAF is going to block everything, right? Because I mean, once you send the message over, I mean, definitely it's longer than 1 integer, so it's going to show you that hey, the official account is temporarily unavailable. So if I switch it off, and over here, let me send again, right? So I'm going to receive them replied again, right?